Please be seated. Now the candidates will perform the school song, Alma Mater, composed by our very own Mr. Alfredo Macerzo. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Triumph Induction for Chapter 7669. We want to extend a warm happy day to all parents and members of the Upidu faculty present for this occasion. In February 2017, Upidu High School was granted charter number 7669 of the Triumph Music Honor Society by the National Association for Music Education. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this chapter has been inoperative. Earlier this spring, the National Association for Music Education and the Triumph National Headquarters authorized the reactivation of Chapter 7669 at Upidu High School. Today, we will induct the third batch of members into this historic organization. Similar to the National Honor Society, Triumph chapters select members from the very best of the student body. Students who not only exemplify the pillars of academic achievement, leadership, and service to school and the community, they also model superb citizenship and most of all, talent in the musical arts. To begin our ceremony, I would like to call Dr. Rita Flores, Principal of Upidu High School, for her welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Summer. Good morning and welcome. At first, before I continue, test. My check. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of one of my colleagues, Ms. Melissa Muffness, Principal of FBLG. Thank you for joining us. Also, Mr. David, he is our PIO for GDOE. Thank you for joining us. Also, they may not be here, but they probably have allowed some of our honoraries to be here. So I'd like to thank Dr. Barbara Damos, Principal of JFK, Mrs. Carla Masnayan, and also Mr. Dexter Fulo. So our honorary members our life members being honored today are from those schools. So I'd like to also acknowledge my colleagues for allowing their presence of the teachers here. I know it is a school day, and taking teachers out of the day is can be quite hectic. So I'd like to show appreciation for that. So half a day and warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of my administrative team and the entire Bulldog family, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the 2026 induction ceremony for the Tri-M Honor Society, Chapter 7669. We are a community that believes in the power of voices raised together, and that's why I was especially moved to acknowledge my colleagues who have joined us today and the rest who have allowed the teachers to be present. And to the parents of our Triumph Honored talented students being inducted today, thank you for nurturing the gift of music in your homes. To our Bulldog students and faculty, and most especially to our honorary life members whom we recognize today, your presence turns this ceremony into a celebration of legacy. They say that music is what feelings sound like, but in the halls of Okudu High School, we know it is much more. Music is a masterclass in life. It is the rigorous discipline of a solo practice, the selfless teamwork of an ensemble, and the sheer determination to turn a difficult passage into a masterpiece. These students aren't just learning notes. They are learning to listen, truly listen to the world around them. They are building the resilience to make a critique and turn it into growth, and the confidence to stand in the spotlight and share their truth. Whether these scholars go on to lead a choir or lead a corporation, they carry with them the empathy, leadership, and cultural connection that only the arts can provide. They are becoming the well-rounded, engaged citizens our island and our world need. We see the fruit of the dedication in our recent triumphs. Earlier this month, our advanced music classes represented the heart of our school at the Tumon Bay Music Festival. Their results speak for themselves. Magnifico Choir, directed by Alfredo Refuerzo, won Silver Award. Please give them a big round of applause. High School Rock Bands, led by Venice Corona, Summer Wistic, Maiden Obispo, and Aiden Manlutag, Silver Award. Please give them a big round of applause. High School Band, led by Student Director Tristan Alvarez, Silver Award. Yoshi Primavera, directed by Ms. Kelani Season, Gold Award. So today we honor students who have chosen to be leaders. They have served their community, maintained high academic standards and excellence, and carry themselves with integrity. They have survived a rigorous selection process to join a global brotherhood and sisterhood that spans over 80 years. You are, to our inductees, you are the third cohort of Chapter 7669, but you stand on the shoulders of giants. Speaking of giants, I am deeply honored as we induct 7 music educators from our public schools as honorary life members. And I'm going to specifically announce one. So years ago, she may not remember, but around 1990s or 1991, I had the privilege of being in Mrs. Carol Flores' band class. So she's taught me how to play the clarinet and inspired her students and all of us at the time to showcase our talents with the students of side band. So I remember that clearly, and I was like, wow, for me to remember something like that many moons ago is very telling of how far music can grow and go. So to Mrs. Flores, your unwavering dedication to both the art of music and your students has been an inspiring beacon of light for all of us. You haven't merely taught notes and rhythms, you have profoundly shaped the lives of each student who has had the privilege to learn from you. Through your passion and commitment, you have not only instilled a love for music, but have also fostered personal growth and confidence. Your unique ability to connect with all your students adds a special grace to your teaching, making a lasting impact in our community. So thank you. To everyone who worked behind the scenes to make this morning possible, you have my deepest gratitude. Now please sit back, relax, and let the music speak. Our students have planned an extraordinary program for us. Thank you for being a part of our song today, and have a beautiful morning. I now call upon chapter advisors, Mr. Alfredo Refuerzo, Ms. Kalani Cisan, and Dr. Max Ranquillo to the stage for the presentation of charting. Chapter advisors, it is my pleasure to present to you the charter of the Chapter 7669 of the Triumph Music Honor Society at Okudu High School. It will be your responsibility as chapter advisors to guide the chapter in accordance with the program guidelines in a manner consistent with the aims and purposes of the Tri-M Honor Society and of Okudo High School. Congratulations.
Let us give another round of applause to our chapter advisors and valedictorians. Now, as we celebrate the achievements of our students today, we take the time to recognize members of our music community who have paved the way to make days like today even possible. Pursuant to the Tri-M guidelines, Tri-M chapters are able to bestow honorary life membership to members of the school faculty, staff, guest musicians, and community members at large in recognition for their outstanding achievement and or distinguished service to their school music program or the field of music. Today, we will recognize 7 individuals who have contributed to music on Guam or have assisted the Okudo High School music program over the years in bringing it this far in its 18-year history. Introducing our first honoree, we now call upon student Denise Pong.
Our first honoree is the director of the award-winning Okudo Honor Choir, Dolce Primavera, Miss Kalani Sisson. Her musical experience is no small feat. With 22 years and counting, she carries experience from choir, theater, and band into her everyday life. She's led her honor choir, Dolce Primavera, to winning the Tumon Bay Music Festival with 2 gold and 1 silver since they started 3 years ago. She's been an actor in over 10 theatrical productions, as well as a vocal director for 5 different shows, and continues to share her knowledge with students every day. So please, let's give a hand to the kind, passionate, and most especially talented Miss Kalani Sisson.
We would like to ask Dr. Rita Flores to join us on stage for the presentation of honorary life membership certificate to Ms. Sisson. Our next honoree will be presented by Ms. Kalani Sisson, now a new honorary life member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society and the music director of Dolce Primavera.
So our next honoree is unfortunately not here today, but I will speak about him. So I'll start by saying I became a music teacher in no small part because of all of the music teachers in my life. One of them is Dr. Randall Johnson. Yep, a bunch of his former students, I hear them. One thing that I learned from Doc is music can truly take you anywhere. So Dr. Johnson has been a choir professor on island or music director on island for 30 plus years. And I should know, my mom was his student and brought me to class. So I was there in the beginnings of his career. And then 20 years later, when I joined the choir myself, we traveled a lot to different festivals in Europe. And it truly opened my eyes that, again, music can take you everywhere. I learned resilience, dedication to craft, and how to have fun on the way. And I believe that there's a video, so I would like to introduce Dr. Johnson.
I'm sorry that I can't be at the meeting, but as you can see, I happen to be in Paris right now. So, actually, I'm leaving for Vietnam in a few hours to go meet up with bandmates from a group that I traveled with for the military for about 17 years. That's how I was first introduced to Guam. But I really wanted to let you know that it's such a great honor to be nominated for the honorary life membership in the Tri-M Society. I mean, working in music, teaching music on Guam has been the most wonderful occupation that I can imagine. It's more than an occupation. It's really been a passion, and being on Guam has allowed me to pursue the passion of writing and performing and teaching music. And to have this honor from you means a great deal to me, because everybody wants to do well in their profession, and if they get some recognition that they are doing well and have done well, means a great deal. And it's a life well done, I suppose. As you know, most of you know that I retired from UOG a couple of years ago and found that I didn't like it after about a month. And it led me to discover something I should have known a long time ago, that now I can get involved more with the nonprofits. The nonprofits, and to a large extent, they're run by my former students. And they do such tremendous work in the on Guam. As you know, my 15-year-old daughter and I are both playing with playing saxophone with the GTB. My daughter's also played with TBYO, and I started a jazz band with GTB. I was the music director for Jesus Christ Superstar last fall. So I'm still involved in lots of music stuff here, and it's been just such a great adventure. I always assumed that I would just be busking for dollars on the street and just live my life as a poor musician, and I was willing to take that chance because I always just wanted to do music. But most of the fun is working with people at music. I love directing. Even just last week, I was the guest director and clinician for about 200 middle schools. There were middle school kids that were I think all of the teachers were my former students, and they were great. They were so attentive. Maybe because they weren't bored of my voice and my mannerisms and my stupid jokes. So that anybody that was in my class for a while, they would realize that I get real boring real fast. Anyway, have a wonderful meeting. Thanks a lot for the nomination. I really sincerely appreciate it a great deal.
Thank you very much. Our next honoree will be presented by Mr. Tristan Alvarez.
Sorry, let me just pull up the Our next honoree is the current choir teacher for the award-winning Echoes of the Geckos and the current band director for the George Washington High School, Mrs. Joy Adam. Mrs. Joy Ada is one of the most prevalent music educators on Guam, who I have had the privilege of working with in the past. Her musical experience is quite extensive, spanning over 20 years, indulging in both performing and teaching. She is currently in her 11th year as an educator. I personally may have not been her student, but I've seen the music she has been able to teach and have her students produce, and just how much she is cared for within the music community. So without further ado, allow me to introduce Mrs. Joy Ada.
Can I sing it? I'm just joking. No, first of all, I just want to thank you so much. Can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Max Montijo and everyone here at UCD for putting this together? Like Dr. Johnson said, being a music teacher is quite frankly probably one of the best jobs you could ever have. I feel very blessed and very grateful to be able to do this on a daily, and I thank you so much for the honor of being recognized as some kind of contributor to this island. I look at my life as basically waking up every day that music is a gift from God to bless Guam. And so I try to remember that every day I have an opportunity to shine a light on my students. So it's like I'm walking around and holding a flashlight and just shining it on the students so that they could see the way, they could see their potential, they could see their gifts, they could see who they are and who they're meant to be. And I just so happen to get to do it with the passion of music that I have. And so for whoever you are, whatever you are, teachers, what you teach, everyone, I just want to let you know that you have the opportunity to shine a light on everyone. And no matter what we do, whether we're teachers, professionals in any way, that's what we're here for, is to shine a light and be examples. So aspire to inspire. Thank you guys so much.
Our next honoree will be presented by Mr. Alfredo Referzo, honorary life member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society and the music director of Magnifico.
Okay, first of all, she would like to apologize for not being here. She's unwell, but I'm gonna talk about just a little bit about my life member honorary. Her name is Mrs. Eileen Connell Saban. She was my beginning choir teacher sophomore year, and ever since she has been my choir teacher since after graduation from Vivace. I was just 1 year right after they had created Vivace, and she is one of the reasons why we have Magnifico at Okulu High School. So she has a video, and I'll let her.
Good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor, although in this digital form, to be here before you today as an instructor and a newly inducted member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. I feel I've been quite blessed to have had all the music-related experiences that have led me through different parts of my life. It is a language of communication, it's a language of discipline, of expression, and to be recognized within a community that values not only musical excellence, but also leadership, character, and service. It is deeply meaningful to me. As an educator, I have the privilege of witnessing music's impact every day. I see it in the quiet determination of a student mastering a difficult passage. I see it in the courage it takes to perform, and in the unity that forms when individuals come together as an ensemble. Music teaches us patience, it teaches us resilience and empathy, and these are qualities that go far beyond the music rooms. I really do believe that being part of this society is not just an achievement, it's a responsibility. It calls us to uplift others, to lead with integrity, and to serve our communities through music, whether through performance, mentorship, or outreach. We possess this power to inspire and create meaningful change. To the students here today, I encourage you to embrace both the challenges and the joys that come with your musical journey. Strive not only for excellence, but for purpose. And always remember that your voice, whether played, sung, or taught, it has the ability to move hearts and bring people together in the best ways possible. I am so grateful to be part of a group that shares this vision and commitment, so thank you for this honor. 26 years in this profession, and every single day I'm still learning something new. I look forward to continuing to grow, to serve, and create music alongside all of you through our respective music rooms. Thank you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eileen Connell Saban. Our next honoree will be introduced by one of my former Magnifico member, Mr. Robin Paulino, charter member and first president of the Okido High School Chapter 7669 of the Triad Music Honor Society.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tindugan. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. redo. So, of course, half a day, good morning, new inductees. Teachers, of course, my former teachers, and admin. My name is Robin Paulino, and I'm beyond humbled to be able to give the introduction of the honorary life member nominee to the Triad Music Honor Society, Chapter 7669, Mrs. Shin, or how she's more affectionately known as Miss Yuki. So, I was a former Bulldog musician in concert band, in Magnifico, and in the rock band. From 2015 to 2019, and I do continue to keep music in my life. So I also do play in a couple bands you may know, Sleeping In and Shibuya Station. And this year I will be finishing my double major at the University of Guam in music and education. And a part of those requirements for my capstone is to be able to student teach under a master educator, i.e. Ms. Yuki. So Mrs. Yukyung or Yuki Shin has been teaching for 20 years. As an educator and the chorale director at Simon Sanchez High School. She received her Bachelor of the Arts from the University of Guam and a Master of Music in Music Education from Boston University. And one of her many accolades, or her many recent accolades, was the prestigious Teacher of the Year Award in 2015. So can we give her a round of applause? Oh, sorry, I'm not that good. Yeah, thank you. But so in 2013, I wanted to also introduce La Voce. So she rocked the island with her select chorus La Voce. I personally have been a fan of for many years, and I keep reminding her that. So she's won so many awards that when I turn to talk to her, I'm reminded of how excellent her body of work is because of all her numerous gold plaques behind her. And it emanates like a warm glow when the lights hits it like a certain way. So she continues to mentor and counsel me, and how lucky, could I be? I cannot express to you how much of it is to be a privilege to see Miss Yuki work in her day-to-day. It's truly a sight to behold. She's an education and musical force of nature. She's like a super typhoon, but instead of destruction and flooding, this typhoon leaves sunshine and warm hugs in its wake. So I cannot lie to you. The Teacher of the Year, yeah, I should have figured that was a pretty tough act to follow. Having the great responsibility to educate students has been a great adventure, and not only a learning experience for my students, but for me as well. If a lesson doesn't go well, or if my classroom management starts to falter, one piece of advice always sticks with me that Ms. Yuki had given me. So big picture, in whatever you do, however you do it, you must think about your intention. Think, are you trying your best to draw the most out of your students, or do you have a passive view of your kids, their learning, and their experiences? In the age of artificial intelligence, where you can generate music with a single prompt, it forces us to ask ourselves, what is it about this art form that makes it so special if it could just be created in the blink of an eye? I believe that intention that Miss Yuki talks about, the blood, the sweat and tears, the practice, the performance, and the rehearsals, that is what makes music special. Teaching and performing music are the same. Your students, your audience, they can feel your intention, the love that you have, the dedication and the passion that you have for them. So there is no one with clear intention that bleeds from her fingertips, that has it radiating from her than Miss Yuki. Her students, current and former, are a reflection of that intention that she has for them. She loves, cares, and expects the best from her students. And in turn, her students give it back to her. Her love and care for an expectation for perfection in music is what draws audiences from all around the island and all around the world. She wears her heart on her sleeve, And the students, La Voce, and the world takes notice. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of Simon Sanchez, Miss Yuki.
I am not a great public speaker, so I had to take some notes. Good morning, and thank you so much for this wonderful honor. I'm truly grateful to the Triumph Music Honor Society and to the high school for this recognition. Being a music teacher has been the greatest journey, the greatest gift that I've received in my life. And it's because it allows me to work with wonderful students, music students, as many of you here. Because music has a unique way of bringing people together, building discipline, creativity, compassion, empathy, just as what Miss Eileen said earlier. I'm especially proud to see former students, a former Bulldog, like Mr. Robin Paulino today, who introduced me earlier, to continue his journey as music educator, soon to be music educator, or even now in my classroom he is a music educator. And that's so inspiring. It's incredibly inspiring to see him. I'm especially honored to be here because I have so many students, music students and music teachers that I look up to, and the fact that I'm honored along with them, it's just a great honor in itself. I encourage all the students here to continue sharing your talents, supporting one another, and using music to make a positive difference in your communities. Thank you, and that is what ChatGPT told me to say. Like I said, I'm not speaker, so I had to go to chat for his advice. But just to add a little bit of my personal story, I've been teaching for 20 years in GDOE and Simon Sanchez High School, and out of those, I taught music for 12 years. And really, it's been such a joyful ride. I love teaching music. I mean, I love music to start with, and I didn't know I would love teaching because school was not my thing when I was a student. I wasn't a great student. I wasn't a bad student, but I just went to school because I had to. But the only thing I enjoyed there was choir, and I was a shy little awkward short Korean kid who felt really awkward around people, but with music it just made me open up and make friends through music. And so music really like made me survive through life, through my awkwardness. And so I enjoyed music and I enjoyed teaching teenagers so much. It was just like, it became a dream job that I never imagined that I would have. And it's been such a joyful ride. And I appreciate my students, all you students. They made my life so much joyful and sometimes so irritating, and I just want to punch them sometimes. We cried through things. I sometimes yell at them, but ultimately at the end of the day, that's what a family is. That's what families do, and we have become a musical family. And I do not see my students as just students, but they are my lifelong friends. I still keep in touch with a lot of my former students, and they have become my friends that I really rely on, and I'm just truly, truly grateful for that. So all you students here, I know you are going to continue that on, because really I love my job. It's like the best job ever, because you do music every day and you get paid for it. And you get to do it with not just yourself, but with all these people, students who are passionate about music. So I encourage you to be that music educator in the future. Take my baton, replace me, and in the future when I have to retire, like Ms. Carol Flores is right there. And it's going to be such a fun ride. I wanted to sing because I'm a music teacher and I know you're all musicians and I wanted to sing with you. And so I made this thing, I call it the teacher medley. I know you know all these songs by heart, probably. So please do sing with me, okay? It's a medley, so it's more than one song, interconnected. But yes, excuse my voice because I do have vocal nodules. As you have heard from Pitch Perfect, I do have notes which prevent me to sound beautiful, but I know you're gonna sound beautiful and we're gonna sound beautiful together. So, are you ready? Okay, ready. I'm gonna look at the words. You don't have words, but too bad. Okay. ready. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. There's a hero. If you look inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach within your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. Away, away, we set a course to find a brand new island everywhere we roam. Away, away, we keep our island in our mind. And when it's time to find them, we know the way. We read the wind in the sky when the sun is high. We sail the length of the seas on the ocean breeze. At night we name every star. We know where we are. We know who we are, who we are. We are the champions, my friend. I know you know it, sing it! And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Yeah. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Yes, we are the champions because we know the way, we know who we are, and we are heroes because we shape the future, and you are our future. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ms. Yeo Kim Shin. Our next honoree will be presented by Mrs. Peggy.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Mrs. Zaira Araos Pangilinan, one of the elective teachers here at Ukuru High School. When I was in middle school, it was just Zaira Araos without the Pangilinan or the Mrs. Some may be wondering why I'm standing before you here today. Yes, I am somewhat musically inclined. When my adult sinuses are not acting up, I can carry a tune. How did I harness this, you may ask? Aside from copying Christina Aguilera in my formative years at home, I was taught and trained in choir classes. From elementary school, being given a country solo, to being given the ultimate song to test for. And we just sang it, Hero by Mariah Carey. By the way, this was an individual test, and this was a big song. We practiced the song a few times and there you go. Mrs. Cabral would call us one by one to come up and face her while we sang this song. After I sang, she said, "Students, did you hear that? This is why this is an honor choir class." And so those were words that I hold dearly to my heart. Mrs. Cabral encompasses great passion for music and singing. I was a part of the soprano group where we had to ensure our eyebrows were up and our mouths were open to produce more sound when reaching for those high notes. It was a class where I learned how to read music with "every good boy does fine" and face. I learned to push myself with singing Rhythm of Life by reaching the high notes of "To feel the rhythm of life." And choreography to singing to September of "Badia, say do you remember?" I had Mrs. Cabral's class right after PE, and her class was cold, so I was coming from the warmth to the really cold class, so my nose always bled in class from the temperature change. And I still remember her scrambling to find tissue to help me. So these memories are just touching the surface of the knowledge and memories that helped make up my middle school life that I still carry to this day. If I carry all these memories over 2 decades, I could only imagine the tremendous impact she had on thousands of students who had her as a teacher. To one of my singing heroes that holds a special place in my memories and heart, thank you for the dedication to music and your students. Thank you for the passion that shines through and through over the decades. I would like to introduce Mrs. Maria Irene Cabral.
Thanks, Max, for warning me that I had to say a few words. Because I don't have a few words. Actually, I've been teaching for 44 years. Yes. The only one who beats me in here is sitting over there, my colleague. Since I came back from Seattle as a green music teacher and terrified as heck, was Mrs. Carol Flores. She was my right hand until she retired 2 years ago. I still look to my right to ask a question, and she's not there. But she's been replaced by somebody that I can turn to, who's got a lot of energy and who's giving me inspiration to keep going, even though I feel old sometimes. Thank you, Kyle. And I'd also like to thank my administrator. We almost lost our program about 3 years ago because we were maximizing, and she fought so hard to keep us. And so on our final concert in December of that year, we were ready to say goodbye. I didn't tell my kids that it was going to be our last concert, but lo and behold, Max brought in the superintendent at the time, and he asked, why does it say your final final hurrah? I said, sir, your maximization problem that you said is going to affect us. And he said, no, you're not going anywhere. So I need to thank my principal, Ms. Moffness, for fighting so hard to keep our program going. I'm still here. I'm hoping, just like Yuki said, that somebody will take the baton from me soon. I love teaching. I still have the passion. One of the greatest joys is to see someone who comes into my class so tentative, beautiful voice, but doesn't want to sing. And then by the end, I have to tell them, just kind of, can you tone down? So to see that kind of confidence grow in a year was just my greatest joy, and that's what keeps me going. I have one story that really touched me till these years. I had a troubled student, always getting in trouble outside of class. And then we had a concert, and we invited the parents. and this child's parent finally came. And as we were singing, whatever song it was, and it was an hour concert, I looked out in the audience and I saw this person, this parent, in tears. And afterwards, she came up to me and she said, "Thank you so much." And she hugged me and then she said, "I am this parent." And I said, "Why were you crying?" She goes, "All I ever heard throughout the years that my child was going through school was how naughty, how problems, always in the office. And I see him up there, he's standing proud of me singing, and that's you. This kid now is doing professional music in the States." So I look at him, and every time that I feel like I want to choke, I look and I only remember that child. And I've had several who come back to me as adults with their children saying, "I never knew how lucky I was to have you as a teacher. Yes, you were strict. Yes, you give us that side eye when we were doing what we were supposed to do. But now I know how much you really, really cared. And it's made me who I am." So I do want to thank all of you here, you students who are going to be part of this Tri-M. Keep up. You're gonna have some hard times. You're gonna have people telling you, "Oh, you're not good enough." Don't believe it. You're here. Continue striving. And 44 years from now, you'll be up here saying, "I made a difference." So thank you, all of you, especially to my good friend, Carol Flores. Without you, I don't think I would have stayed singing. Thank you so much.
And last but not least, our next honoree will be presented by Mr. Kyle Adriano, charter member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and now band director of FB Leon Guerrero Middle School.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning. I apologize if my script here is a little bit wonky. I actually left the file at home, but as a great teacher and also our honorary life member taught me, teachers are also actors because we are always improvising. And so our next honoree is none other than the amazing Mrs. Carol Flores. So for me, I was never a student in Mrs. Flores' middle school band, though I wish I was. But I could tell when I first observed her class in 2019, this was right before the pandemic hit, that she fostered a love for music in her students that I have not seen anywhere else. Not only were her students playing their jazz band set list and showing their skills off to a young college observer, they were laughing and sometimes even dancing during their set list, and it was to their own music, and that's something I will never forget as well. Mrs. Flores has been an inspiration for students, teaching for 43 years. Several of her students I know personally, still active in our modern music community today, such as the Guam Territorial Band. When she started, she only had 11 instruments to begin, but with her resilience, she built her band from the ground up to what it is today. And one of her many achievements was getting the Teacher of the Year award back in 2002. Not only did she teach many members of the community, but also taught my own band teacher in high school, Mr. Maximo Ronquillo. In a way, yeah, since I was never her student back then, in a way, you could say that I am a student of Mrs. Flores. Right, and I take much pride in that as well. So while my musical and teaching experiences very limited and very short. I'm proud to say that I was also Mrs. Flores' student teacher back in 2 years ago before I started. And I could have never imagined being the successor of such an esteemed and established musicians class, as well as such a wonderful friend and band mom as Mrs. Flores. She continues to teach me not only from my semester as a student teacher, but continues to be an inspiration as to how I carry myself in front of my students today, fostering a love for music just as Mrs. Flores in her teaching years. She always told me, and she continues to tell people, that she always taught, not feeling that she worked a day in her life for 43 years, right? She often even tells a story that she always forgets to pick up her paycheck because she's just so busy and into it and having fun, just being there as a teacher to all of these young musicians. And just like her, I cannot wait to be the inspiration to others, and I hope to even fill just a portion of those big shoes that you put me in. And thank you for all that you've done here on Island. Ladies and gentlemen, musically yours, Mrs. Carol Flores.
Well, just like Mrs. Cabral, I failed to read the email that we need to create a speech. But first of all, I'm tremendously honored. Dr. Max Ronquillo, I may have planted a very small seed in you many, many, many decades ago, but you have certainly developed a forest out of that small seed. And I'm forever grateful, and I'm so proud of you for all you have done to encourage music growth here on our beautiful island of Guam. So way back in the dinosaur ages, when I first started to teach, I was so excited, I couldn't wait to start my band program. I was ready to go. And just then, we moved into the middle school format, which at that time only meant academics, general music, and art. Band and choir got canceled from the middle school level, completely. And I was devastated because I wanted to teach middle school students, but there was no band, there was no choir. So, being the rebel that I am, and there was once a personality test that we had to take at FB. It was a personality test. It was a color test. I don't know if you've ever taken that personality test, but I turned out to be an orange person. At FB, there are only 4 orange people, and we are the type that think outside of the box. We're the type that if you tell us no, we'll find a way to make it a yes. Mrs. Cabral is also an orange, by the way. So anyway, so I decided I'm not going to take no for an answer. So I worked very hard with my assistant principal at the time, Dr. Judy Wampat Borja at the time, and I said, can we work together to build a band and choir? I would actually literally camp out at the Department of Education, Superintendent Gloria Nelson's office, almost every single day. And I realized I'm not going to win this fight alone, so I need to get some other musical people on my team here. So I got every single musician I can think of from the island of Guam, and we really, really, really fought to get band and choir back into the middle school level. And, you know, we succeeded.
And ever since then, it was such a big thing to have every middle school, every high school had a band and a choir in those early stages. It was so much fun at the University of Guam Fieldhouse. You could look around and every single school would be represented, every single band, every single choir. Sadly, nowadays, that's kind of diminished. But I'm so excited to see all these young people graduating in the field of music at the University of Guam. Maybe our dream will come true. And a lot of this actually is another thanks to Max, because he's going out of his way as a gifted and talented teacher to ensure that band is introduced back into Okadu and NGW. And he started a Tizen program, and my former student teacher is now teaching that. It's so nice to see young people turn to the field of music, because it truly is fun. And if I could tell you guys, if you want to look at your future, you're going to work for a good 40 plus years of your life. Do you want to be bored? Do you want to work in an office? Or do you want a job that, encourages you growth, that you mingle with people, and you have an opportunity to make a difference? So I had a big argument with my dad. He wanted me to follow his shoes and become a businessman or business person. So, dutiful daughter, I took some business courses in college. I hated them. They're boring. So I had to stand up to my dad one summer vacation and say, Dad, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you don't get to live in my body for another 40 some years. I have to live in my body. I need to be happy. I am going to become a band director, even though you don't think it's a good job for me, because there's only one band director per school, whereas in other, like if you're a math teacher, there's probably maybe 15, 20. So I followed my dreams, I followed my passion, and I encourage you young people to look deep into your hearts. What is it you really want to do? Whatever you choose to do, choose something that you can really enjoy for 40 plus years. And the other day, I went to the Schools of Rock concert sponsored by one of my student teachers and former students, Janelle Velasco. And she actually got all of the high schools involved in this. She also worked with another high school teacher. So the teacher from JFK, Amanda Blakely. I think I said her last name correctly, I hope so. Anyway, I was so proud of them. These are all young teachers with a dream, with a passion, and they reached out to other high schools, and they didn't just stay in their own little bubble. And so I thought to myself, Guam's gonna be really good. We've got all these new young teachers out there with vision, with dream. They're doing a great job. And it's just, wonderful to see that. So I hope that if you guys decide to become music teachers, that you too will make the dream come alive. Don't let music in our schools die. Remember, the jargon is STEAM, not only STEM. A is for arts. Keep the arts alive. Thank you so much. Such an honor to be with you.
At this time, we will have a musical presentation to our honorees by Magnifico and the Triumph Singers, conducted by Mr. Alfredo Reverso. This uplifting choral piece showcases the power we hold when we share music together as one. No matter where we come from, our cultural background, this song shows us that there are no borders when it comes to music, for music is universal. This is why we sing. Today, we will formally induct the third set of charter members for Chapter 7669. These students have met the necessary Triumph criteria and have accepted invitations to become active members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. We will also recognize our graduating members and in a few weeks recognize them as alumni of Ukura High School's Tri-M chapter. Today's candidates have been carefully selected on the basis of scholarship, character, leadership, and service. Scholarship represents scholastic achievement and open-mindedness towards knowledge and truth. Character emphasizes a devotion to high ideals and recognizes no barriers between people of diverse backgrounds. Leadership guides us to greater undertakings, and service encourages assistance and kindness to others. We are further bound through our passion and love of music, a gift we share with the school and community. We will now describe the meaning of the name Tri-M for the candidates for student membership. The name Tri-M was derived from the original name of our honor society, Modern Music Masters. Candidates Denise Carmona and Josiah D. Ramos will speak of the first letter M, which signifies modern. That which is new in any age is called modern. It is only in looking back that descriptions such as old, classical, romantic, or impressionistic are given to those art forms that have formerly been accepted as modern.
Let us remember that we should study the past to effectively plan our future. This is a youth organization, and with each succeeding year, its membership will be made up of young people. Therefore, our honor society will never grow old, but will be eternally modern.
The second letter, M, signifies music. Candidates Leanne Fontillis and Mia Manalese will explain the second symbol.
According to the Random House Dictionary of the English Language, music is the art of sound that expresses ideas and emotions in significant forms through the elements of rhythm, melody, harmony, and color.
Music was present even before there was a written language, and from that time to the present, it has been a source of communication. Music is the universal language.
The third letter M signifies masters. In the art field, the custom has been given the title of master to those who have achieved a high degree of proficiency. We have met the criteria as a Tri-M candidate for student membership. As masters, we now have increased our opportunities to serve our school and community. A member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society is one who sets a good example, is always willing to assist those students who are striving to better themselves in the music department, and always remembers that real honor brings responsibility. Together, we accept this honor of membership and the responsibility that is now vested in you. Jordan Tangoyan, please explain the meaning of the Tri-M membership emblem.
The Tri-M emblem was designed to symbolize the function and purpose of the Honor Society. The music staff, the lyre, and the scroll represent the members' proficiency and service in the field of music. The triplet figure in the form of an M symbolizes the three M's in the name Modern Music Masters, from which the Society's name was derived.
Will all the candidates for student membership please rise, face our families, and repeat the pledge to show your willingness to carry out the principles of the Tri-M Music Honor Society.
We now ask candidate Tristan Alvarez to lead our candidates with the Triumph Pledge. Following the pledge, Mr. Alfredo Reverso will conduct the roll call.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. We, the members of the Ukuru High School Tri-M Music Honor Society,
We, the members of the Ukudu High School Triumph Music Honor Society,
in order to foster a greater continued interest
in order to foster a greater continued interest
and a desire for excellence in music performance,
and a desire for excellence in music performance,
to encourage appreciation
to encourage appreciation
and awareness in listening to music,
and awareness to listening to music,
to promote wider opportunities for sharing joy through music,
to promote wider opportunities for sharing joy through music,
both within our school and within our community,
both within our school and within our community,
to advance the spirit of good music and musical knowledge,
to advance the spirit of good music and good knowledge,
and to enhance the reputation of our school
and to enhance the reputation of our school
as a center for musical enrichment.
as a center for musical enrichment.
Accept the honor now granted to us.
Accept the honor now granted to us. You may all now be seated. I would now like to call on Mr. Ferzo and Dr. Oquillo to assist with the presentation. Candidates, when your name is called, make your way to the center of the stage and sign our membership logbook. Parents, teachers, or family members, when your candidate's name is called, please meet with our advisors at the bottom of the steps, then join your candidate on stage for the presentation of the Stole, Honor Cord, membership certificate, and to pose for pictures. We would like to ask Dr. Rita Flores to join us on stage for the presentation.
Starting with our seniors. Andrea Janelle Varela Rafana. If parents are here, please join your child. Congratulations. Next is Alvaro Marcelo. Parents of Alvaro and Joanne. Congratulations. Next, James Parents of James Paul, join her. Congratulations. Next, DJ Roberta Tangones. The parents of DJ Reviews. It matches our projection. Congratulations, DJ. Our next, Isabella Oliveri. Our parents of Isabella Oliveri. Congratulations, Isabella. And next, Jacqueline Chelsea. I call her Jacqueline Chelsea Butcher. Congratulations. We may now call her Julia Paragas. Congratulations. Next, Kaden Tinag. Congratulations. Catherine Silvio Eschoco. Congratulations. Is Chloe Peralta. Congratulations. I now call Leanne Fratellis. Thank you. Leanne Adriano. Congratulations. Mitch Verdara. Paulo Merritt. Congratulations! Princess Francisco. Congratulations! Tristan Alvarez. Congratulations! Denise Carmona. Congratulations. And for underclassmen, Aaron Antonio. Congratulations. Nola Payumo. Evan John Canelli. Congratulations, Danica Lumagi. Congratulations. Parents, please stay for Diana Lumagi. Congratulations. Jazea Ramos. Congratulations. Jasmine Pasupana. Congratulations. Jonalyn Vistro. Congratulations. Madden Obispo. Congratulations. Mason Williams. Congratulations. Leah de Jesus Manolese. Congratulations! Ranzaver Viola. Congratulations! Summer Weston. Congratulations! Last but not least, Von Edward Bay. Congratulations! Thank you very much. I would now like to call Dr. Maximo Rufillo for senior recognition. Congratulations to all.
Day. Good morning, everybody. It's such a pleasure to have all of you here today. I would first like to start off by thanking our MCs, Danica and Summer. Let's give them a big round of applause. They're also part of the induction committee, which also included DJ Tonganan, Tristan Alvarez, Venice Carmona, Leanne Fontillas, Mia Manalese, and Kate Estioko. Can we give these folks a big round of applause? For the class of 2026, please rise and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, on May 28th this year, these students will transition from students to high school graduates, concluding the journey of the last 13 years. At that time, they will transition from chapter members to our third cohort of alumni. I want to encourage our soon-to-be graduates to come back and visit Bukidoo, see what you can do to assist our music department. Just make sure you sign in at the main office so you're not considered trespassing. Go forth, do great things, musical things in our world. Seniors, you may now be seated. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. I am Mr. Buferzo, the music director of Magnifico. While preparing for today's ceremony, the underclassmen nominated their peers and elected the chapter officer for school year 2026-2027. It is my pleasure to introduce everyone to our next set of chapter officers. When I call your name, please take your post on the stage. President, Danica Lumagi. Vice President, Summer Wested. Secretary, Diana Lumagi. Treasurer, again, Rans, Rans Viola. Historian / Public Relations Officer, Mia Manalese. Our parliamentarian-elect, Chantal Augustin, is not present today as she's representing our school with our award-winning mock trial team off island. Despite her absence, let us give her a round of applause for her election. I now call upon Ms. Chloe Peralta, Sergeant-at-Arms of Ukido High School Student Body Association, to come forward and administer the oath of office.
Officers, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of your position and will, to the best of my abilities, uphold the mission and purpose of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, Chapter 7669. So help me God. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the chapter officers of Chapter 7669 for the school year 2026 to 2027.
As we conclude our ceremony today, we want to take the time to thank all the Tri-M inductees for participating in our music programs and their family and friends who came out to support our musicians. We especially want to show our appreciation to our honorary life members who inspire us all. Let's give them a round of applause. We especially want to recognize Jordan Talonen, who is a member of Magnifico, a tenor sax player with the concert band, and in a few moments, you'll hear her in the rock band. She is one of our talented, multifaceted musicians we can all be proud of. Congratulations, DJ. And finally, since 2023, this person has petitioned the school administration to restart the band program at Ukido High School. He also led the effort in the rechartering of Chapter 7669. To close today's program, please welcome Mr. Tristan Alvarez, who will give us some parting words.
Good morning, administrators, faculty, distinguished guests, parents, and most importantly, my fellow inductees. I am deeply honored to stand here among you today to deliver the closing remarks. As stated before, I have spent the past 4 years actively participating in the music programs here at Ukido High School, as well as trying to re-establish the Tri-M chapter, which was only re-established this year. As Mr. Max mentioned, as a senior of high school, my 13 years of education is coming to a close. And of those 13 years, I am very glad that I spent majority of it doing music. As I reflect upon my musical journey, I had the privilege of working with a lot of music directors on Guam, and I'm very fortunate to experience the connective power of music, and even bringing myself off island to perform with other groups as well. While I am deeply saddened that my time with this chapter is short, I'm very excited for what lies ahead. Though my journey is ending, for those who are underclassmen, your journey is just beginning. What makes music special is it's a unique art form, and even a powerful art form. It's more than just notes on a paper. It's something we feel, something we hear. It's something that transcends who we are and helps us connect each and every one of us on a deeper level. It is a gift meant to be shared, not only with each other, but to the whole community. As someone once told me recently, music is a gift to be shared, not a talent to be showed off. I ask that no matter what group or ensemble you come from, remember that here, with the Triumph Music Honor Society, you are one, united by music. May you always perform with passion, with the highest form of musicality, so that your music will continue to inspire and resonate with all those whom you share it with. Like I said previously, my time may be very short, but the music that we share lives on forever. Thank you all for this honor, and thank you most especially for the music. Thank you. I forgot there's something else here. This concludes our ceremony. As you depart, please enjoy the music of the award-winning Ukilu High School Rock Band. Thank you all for coming out today.
So students, as a treat, you'll get to eat lunch early in about 10 minutes. Cafeteria lunch. To our guests here today, adult guests, you can also join us for lunch and enjoy our cafeteria. Our cafeteria staff is presenting their last iteration for tomorrow month, so you can join us. Please line up with our students and enjoy in our beautiful cafeteria. The rock band will be setting up in the cafeteria to entertain you, so we'll see you there in a few minutes. The stage is here for you in case any of you want to take some photos while we get set up. Again, congratulations to everybody. Thank you to my colleagues, Mrs. Flores. Thank you very much for being here. Miss Yuki, thank you for all you do at Sanchez. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.